15 foods you should not refrigerate. Welcome to today's video where we uncover a surprising truth about food storage that could change the way you keep your groceries. Most of us rely on our refrigerators to keep our food fresh. But did you know that refrigerating certain foods can actually harm their quality and your health? In this video, we'll explore why keeping some of your everyday staples in the fridge can be a bad idea, and how it might affect their taste, texture, and nutritional value. From tomatoes to bananas, and even garlic, you might be surprised to learn which items don't belong in your fridge. For instance, did you know that refrigerating tomatoes can make them mealy and less flavorful? Or that keeping potatoes cold can lead to unhealthy chemical changes? We'll delve into the science behind these effects, backed by studies from reputable institutions, to explain why these foods should be stored differently. Plus, we'll discuss the potential health risks associated with improper storage and offer tips on how to keep your foods at their best without sacrificing quality or safety. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to store your food properly and avoid common mistakes that could impact your health and enjoyment of your meals. So, let's dive in and find out which 15 foods you should never refrigerate and why. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful tips and tricks on how to live your best and healthiest life. Number 1. Tomatoes. Tomatoes should never be refrigerated, as cold temperatures can compromise their flavor and texture. According to a study by the University of Florida, chilling tomatoes can disrupt the production of key compounds responsible for their taste and aroma, leading to a mealy and bland texture. Additionally, refrigeration can inhibit the ripening process, preventing tomatoes from developing their full flavor potential. For optimal taste and freshness, store tomatoes at room temperature away from direct sunlight. This allows them to continue ripening naturally, ensuring they stay juicy and flavorful. So, keep your tomatoes on the counter and enjoy their rich taste and nutritional benefits at their best. Number 2. Potatoes. Refrigerating potatoes can negatively affect their quality and taste. When exposed to cold temperatures, the starch in potatoes begins to convert into sugars, which can result in a sweet flavor and undesirable texture changes. According to a study from the University of Idaho, storing potatoes in the fridge can also cause them to become gritty and develop an off-putting texture when cooked. Additionally, the high sugar content can lead to the formation of acrylamide, a potentially harmful compound, when potatoes are fried or baked. For best results, store potatoes in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated place, such as a pantry or cupboard, to maintain their flavor and texture. Number 3. Onions. Storing onions in the refrigerator can lead to undesirable changes in their texture and flavor. Cold temperatures cause onions to become soft and moldy over time. According to the National Onion Association, refrigeration can also cause onions to absorb moisture, making them prone to sprouting and rotting. Additionally, the cold can alter the natural compounds in onions, diminishing their pungency and affecting their taste. To keep onions fresh and flavorful, store them in a cool, dry place with good air circulation, such as a pantry or a mesh bag. This method helps preserve their crisp texture and strong flavor, while preventing mold and sprouting. Number 4. Garlic. Refrigerating garlic can negatively impact its quality and safety. Cold temperatures can cause garlic to sprout, leading to a bitter taste and reduced nutritional value. Moreover, according to the National Center for Home Food Preservation, garlic stored in the fridge can develop mold and an off-putting odor due to the high moisture content. Garlic should be kept in a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight. A well-ventilated container or mesh bag in a pantry is ideal. This environment helps maintain its potency and prevents sprouting, ensuring that garlic retains its robust flavor and health benefits. Number 5. Bread. Refrigerating bread can lead to unwanted changes in texture and flavor. According to a study by the American Chemical Society, cold temperatures cause the starches in bread to crystallize, resulting in a dry, stale texture. This process, known as retrogradation, affects the bread's freshness and chewiness. While freezing bread is an effective way to preserve its quality, refrigeration is not ideal. To keep bread fresh, store it in a cool, dry place in an airtight container or bread box. If you need to extend its shelf life, freezing slices and toasting them directly from the freezer is a better option, helping to maintain its original texture and flavor. Number 6. Honey. While honey can be stored in the refrigerator, it's not the most user-friendly option. Cold temperatures can cause honey to crystallize, making it thicker and harder to pour. Crystallization doesn't mean honey has gone bad. It's a natural process where glucose forms crystals. To prevent this, store honey in a cool, dry place at room temperature. If crystallization occurs, gently warm the jar in hot water to return it to a liquid state. Refrigerating honey can also potentially affect its unique flavor profile and disrupt its natural enzymes, which contribute to its health benefits and preservation qualities. Before we move on to the next important point, I want to take a quick moment to remind you to subscribe to our channel. It really supports our work and allows us to continue bringing you valuable information. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Now, let's dive into the next point. Number 7. Basil. Storing basil in the refrigerator can significantly diminish its flavor and nutritional value. The cold environment causes the basil's essential oils to break down, which reduces its aromatic qualities and antioxidants. Basil thrives at room temperature, where it maintains its vibrant green color and robust flavor. When refrigerated, basil's texture can become slimy, and its flavor can become bitter or subdued. To preserve its freshness, store basil in a glass of water on the countertop or use a basil keeper. For longer storage, consider freezing basil in olive oil or making pesto, which retains its flavor and nutrients effectively. Number 8. Coffee. Refrigerating coffee, whether ground or brewed, can significantly affect its flavor and quality. The cold environment of a refrigerator can cause coffee to absorb moisture and odors from other foods, leading to a stale and unpleasant taste. Additionally, refrigeration can alter the chemical composition of coffee, diminishing its rich aromatic profile. Freshly roasted coffee beans should be stored in an airtight container at room temperature, away from direct light and heat. For brewed coffee, it's best to consume it within a few hours of making it, or consider keeping it in an insulated carafe if needed. Avoid refrigeration to preserve the optimal taste and aroma of your coffee. Number 9. Avocado. Storing avocados in the refrigerator can disrupt their natural ripening process. When avocados are chilled before ripening, their texture and flavor are negatively affected. The cold environment can lead to a mushy texture and less vibrant taste. Additionally, refrigeration can alter the avocado's nutritional content, reducing its beneficial fats and vitamins. To maintain optimal flavor and texture, keep avocados at room temperature until they are ripe. Once ripe, you can refrigerate them to extend their shelf life, but it's best to use them within a few days. For unripe avocados, simply leave them out on the counter until they achieve the desired softness. Number 10. Bananas. Refrigerating bananas is not recommended as it disrupts their natural ripening process. When exposed to cold temperatures, bananas' skins can turn brown or black, and their texture becomes mushy. The cold slows down the ripening process and affects the banana's flavor and texture, making it less enjoyable to eat. Additionally, the high starch content in bananas converts to sugar as they ripen, which can be hindered by refrigeration. For the best taste and texture, keep bananas at room temperature. If you want to extend their freshness, consider freezing bananas for smoothies or baking instead of refrigerating them. Number 11. Melons. Refrigerating melons, such as cantaloupe and watermelon, can diminish their nutritional content. Cold temperatures can reduce levels of beta-carotene, a vital antioxidant that supports eye health and immune function. Additionally, melons have a high water content, which can cause them to lose flavor and become mushy when chilled. To preserve their natural sweetness and texture, store melons at room temperature until they are fully ripe. Once cut, melons can be refrigerated to maintain freshness, but it's best to consume them within a few days. For the most flavor and nutrient retention, try to enjoy melons soon after purchase. Number 12. Stone fruits. Stone fruits like nectarines, peaches, plums, and mangoes should be kept at room temperature until they ripen. Refrigerating them too early can inhibit the ripening process, leading to a loss of flavor and texture. Cold temperatures can also alter their natural sugars, making them taste bland. Moreover, refrigerating stone fruits may compromise their nutritional value, including essential vitamins and antioxidants. To enjoy their full flavor and nutritional benefits, allow these fruits to ripen at room temperature. Once ripe, you can refrigerate them to extend their shelf life, but it's best to consume them within a few days for optimal taste and texture. Number 13. Hot sauce. Hot sauces, including chili sauces, generally do not need refrigeration due to their high acid and salt content, which act as natural preservatives. Storing them in the fridge can alter their flavor and texture, making them less enjoyable to use. Additionally, the cold environment can slow down the natural aging process, which often enhances the depth of flavor. While refrigeration can prevent the growth of bacteria, hot sauces are typically acidic enough to remain safe at room temperature. However, if you notice any changes in color, smell, or texture, it may be time to discard the sauce. For the best taste and consistency, store hot sauce in a cool, dark place away from direct sunlight. Number 14. Hard cheeses. Hard cheeses like Parmesan, Gouda, and Cheddar should ideally be stored in a cool, dry place rather than the refrigerator. Refrigeration can alter their texture, making them crumbly and less enjoyable. The cold environment can slow down the natural aging process, which is crucial for developing the rich flavors of these cheeses. Additionally, the moisture in a refrigerator can encourage unwanted bacterial growth, potentially spoiling the cheese. For optimal flavor and texture, wrap hard cheeses in wax paper or parchment paper, and store them in a cheese drawer or a cool, dry cupboard. If refrigeration is necessary, ensure the cheese is well wrapped to prevent moisture absorption and flavor changes. Number 15. Nuts. Nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, and cashews, should be stored in a cool, dry place rather than in the refrigerator. Refrigeration can cause their natural oils to solidify, altering their texture and flavor. Additionally, the cold environment may encourage the growth of mold, including harmful aflatoxins, which can pose health risks. Nuts are best kept in airtight containers in a pantry or cupboard, away from heat and light. If long-term storage is needed, freezing is a better option than refrigeration, as it preserves their freshness without compromising texture or taste. Always ensure nuts are completely dry before storing to avoid moisture-related spoilage. Understanding how to properly store your food can significantly impact its taste, nutritional value, and safety. While refrigeration is a common practice, it's crucial to recognize that not all foods benefit from being kept in the fridge. From tomatoes to nuts, improper storage can lead to texture changes, flavor loss, and potential health risks. By following the guidelines provided, you can ensure that your food remains fresh, nutritious, and safe to consume. Remember, proper storage isn't just about maintaining quality. It's about making sure your food contributes positively to your health. If you found this information useful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more tips on maintaining a healthier and more informed lifestyle.